For today's frequency forecast, we are experiencing the energies of 7. Mathematics, right? Mathematics is life. If one does not see where mathematics is life, then, you're missing a large part of life as a whole. So the energies of 7 has to do with knowledge, wisdom, completion, understanding. And I'm going to share with you some notes that I took for today. Being mindful of your emotions, thoughts, and your words. And when you realize all you need is that which is divine, then you will stop asking for permission to shine. Don't be afraid to release what's on your mind. I think of the definition of a pioneer as someone who can create new principles, And a new principle that I came to realize is that it has something to do with a common interest. When you can come together, a person, and, because we live in a world today where, people have gotten comfortable with gossip and don't even realize it, maybe sometimes also. But we have to start taking responsibility of ourselves and what we are placing out into the world and what we are sharing, what we are saying, what we are, cultivating within ourselves. And because what we cultivate within ourselves is a manifestation of what we are going to see on the outside. So, when the goal becomes to come together, or the aim, right, becomes coming together based on a common interest, right, then that's when we start transmuting energy and getting into a space where, for an example, you have people who are Christian, right? You have people who are Buddhist, right? You have people who are Muslim, right? But there is a reason, right? There is a reason why they can all sit at a table
in harmony,
right? Based on what reason? Based on a common interest. Now, when people start coming together, right, for a common interest that is beyond and great and grand, do you understand? Do you understand? And I just want y'all to understand. Just want you guys to, I want us all to get it. I want us all to make it make sense. I want us all to make it make sense. So, let's continue to grow, elevate, transcend, motivate from within ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's okay. Sometimes you have to unlearn in order to learn. If you have to lose it in order to find it. Sometimes it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So yeah. I mean, my view right now, the birds are giving me quite a show right now. They are giving me quite a show. I am on the road currently right now, and these birds are giving me a whole show. These birds are giving me a show right now. It's amazing. I hope that you all are having a grand day, morning, evening on this day, and yeah.
Supreme Rising. You know, I've been trying to get out of the whole good morning because we ain't mourning over nothing no more. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, no matter what time of day or whatever it is or whatever, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, I hope that this moment is enlightening for you, as you are listening, and I hope that it's on point for you in given time and moment of your life. You know, some things that I take from others that I've been enlightened by. For an example, 19 Keys. He talks about how what you do frequently becomes your frequency, and you guys might hear me say that a lot because that's real. What you do frequently becomes your frequency. I was just having a conversation, right? Let me explain something to you guys really quick so that you guys are following me. 1 plus 6 equals 7. Today is January 16, 2023. So that's why I say we're in frequency 7, because 1 plus 6 is 7. Just so we're all aware. Mathematics is life. Ball is life. All right. Back on topic. So a friend of mine was just, we were having I guess you could say logical. Yeah, we were having a logical and spiritual, all the above type of conversation. And he was saying, have you eaten today? And I said, not yet. He says, all right, now that you've retained knowledge, now you need to replenish your body. So then that leads me to thinking, all right, also, what we put into our body becomes our frequency. What we're putting in is what we're going to see as a reflection of the out. So that also has to do with food. You know what I'm saying? What are we putting into our bodies? You know what I mean? Like, are we rejuvenating and replenishing our bodies? Are we nurturing our bodies, etc.? And it's so funny, before we had that conversation, something in me, because I'm on the go right now, I had to leave, and something told me, hey, sit down and go have a conversation. And I had a conversation. And sometimes all we need really is conversations. We need that knowledge to get us back into alignment. And where I was saying that spiritual Reiki, that psychological Reiki, Sometimes we be needing them brain massages, mind and body, spirit, and soul massages. Yeah, all that. Not even just physical massages. We need all the above massages to get us all back into alignment, making sure we stay in alignment. I also wanted to mention that sometimes we have people who come into our lives who want to give us things, and they're expecting something in return. So be mindful of that, because you have to take accountability for allowing yourself to receive with, yeah. And also, there's something else I wanted to say. Some people might let you know what that is. They might let you know exactly what it is up front or whatever, or they may or may not. But you may have people who come into your life wanting to give you things, right? I want to do this for you. I want to do that. I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, this looks cool. This is sweet. Oh, yeah. But you know what I'm saying? They might have something else, like, an ulterior motive that you might not correlate with, or you may correlate with. It just depends on you guys and how you guys choose to work that out. But you have to take accountability and responsibility in knowing that. Also, you have some people who will come into your life, and they will only give to you based on if you need. It's not based on them just wanting to just give to you, purely just wanting to give. It's based on, oh, what don't you have, and then I'll give. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like some people think that, like, there's this concept that someone who's like wealthy has everything, right? I'll say more so like someone who people feel like is monetarily like rich, right? They feel like, oh, they have everything, right? But what I've come to realize is sometimes people with a lot of things need the most healing, in other areas, So But honestly, you guys, like, we all need healing, like, no matter who you are, whatever stage you are in your life. And often that healing is just you coming to self-realization of you have the ability to heal yourself, because you can't help anybody who doesn't want to be helped. The person who gets help in the world is a person who realizes, hey, I need fucking help. You know what I'm saying? And they go get it or create it. And to piggyback on something that I said about someone coming into your life, they only want to give to you when they feel like you need, right? When something's on you to give to a person, and you see a person and you think, oh, well, they rocking Gucci shoes, they don't need me to get them shit, basically, like, type of vibes. It's like, dude, like what you wanted to give them, it was a reason why you wanted to give them, regardless of whether they're rocking Gucci shoes or not. And so I feel like that might be called Indian giving, is what they thought. It's like when you want to give something to someone and then you like try to take it back. It's like called Indian. I don't know why they call it Indian giver. I don't really know. But anyway, that's the concept versus getting into like labels and titles of what it is. Yeah, that's just the concept though. Is when you want to give something to someone and then you take it back and then you say, oh, it's because of this. So I'm just saying that so that you guys are aware to be mindful of, giving purely and, receiving purely, and really that, and like knowing what it's like when someone wants to give to you purely and knowing what that looks like. Someone who wants to give to you purely, and if you want to give to someone purely, it's just going to be that, period. Like, I don't know when people started justifying giving. Like, we need to learn how to give and receive purely. That's all I'm saying. We need to start practicing that and knowing what it's like and what it's not like. And definitely by allowing soul to guide, because you let soul guide, it's going to guide you in the right direction. Whether your soul is your logic from a male point of view or whatever. But yeah. Or whether it's from a more intuitional type of point of view. Feminine, Yeah. We got to start, utilizing those principles of what it is really to be in the essence of masculine and femininity. Yeah, that's been... Yep. So moral of the story is, we all can move in harmony when we decide to focus on something in a purpose grander than ourselves. Period.